All right, welcome back. This is the South African Morning. Let's bring you this now. Relationships can sometimes be messy. Television is often a great way to present those complications that many of us have experienced in real life, and that's the premise of a new eVOD series, Splintered Pieces. It's a drama set in fast-paced Maboneng right here in Johannesburg. It follows the highs and lows of 20-something-year-olds as well as their relationships. But joining us now to discuss the series is creator and head writer Tshego. Thank you for your time and good morning.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here.
So great to have you. Tell us more about the film or the series, the Splintered Pieces.
Yes, it is. Yes. So like you said, it is set in Maboneng in Johannesburg, and it really is about Black love, its complexities. It follows through the point of view of Linda, played by Maboneng. So we're introduced to Linda and her friend Tepi. Linda's, about to get married. She gets engaged. However, she has some reservations because she's not really sure if this is the path she wants to follow. And her best friend Tepi also has her own issues in her marriage. So I really wanted to highlight and tell a story about Black love, its complexities within the context of Johannesburg.
Yeah, and it's so relatable. Yeah. Why Maboneng is a setting?
I just love it texturally. I just think it's so alive. It speaks to our characters who are in their late 20s, they're young, they're starting out. They may be in relationships and settled in that aspect, but they're still trying to figure out, is this really what they want? Is this, do you know what I mean? So they're at the cusp of their relationships and careers as well. So I think Maboneng just is so rich, it's textured, it's got so many cultures. So for me, that was the crux of why I put it there. Yeah.
Right. You spoke to us about, one of the cast members. Take me through the casting process and why this team and cast actually fit the bill. They're perfect for the story.
Yes. So I actually used to work here. I used to be at Local Productions as an exec producer. And back then we had a series called Mzansi Love. It was produced by Fireworks Media at the time. But what I loved about Mzansi Love is that it catapulted a lot of young actors into the scene. So your Kitty Mwebang, who's in Splintered Pieces, started out there. Didi Makobane, Batile Ramasodi, Katura Mabulana. They are our core actors. But then you've also got your Jesse Suntele, who was on Rhythm City, as well as Petronala Chuma. So for me, I think because I used to work here, there's a little bit of brand alignment that's still in me. But because I've worked with the talent before, I like working with people who I know their rapport. And because it's a ensemble cast, it was important for me for the chemistry to be right as well. There's some intimate scenes. It's a risque drama. So you want to have people who have great chemistry on and off screen so that when it's on screen, it can really be that palpable.
And just in you observing, the cast preparing for their roles, I mean, what did you see in the effort that was put in to bring these characters to life?
Sure. I really must commend the team at Red Pepper because we had 4 directors, Weli Lenzuza, Nozi Ponkelemba, Neon Tlatleng, and Norman Make. So they really did the work with the performances of the cast as far as prepping them for the story. But we had an intimacy coach. We had a creative director at Red Pepper, Freddie Lowe. So the team that really supported and anchored the cast in the story for the narrative that was created and developed by us was really phenomenal. It was a very collaborative process, but it was very hands on deck. And
what would you like the viewer supposed to take out of the film? Because this is a black love story, and I love that because oftentimes we think chick flicks only come from the US or from Hollywood. I like relatable stories, which I think that's exciting for me. That I'm sure there's elements of engagement or relationships that I can relate to as a black woman. But what would you like your overall viewer to take from the film?
That relationships are messy, but they're still beautiful and they're fulfilling, but they take hard work. I think for me, it was just putting a mirror on what love really looks like, and not the typical chick flick, like you say, boy meets girl, complications end up happily ever after. For me, I wanted to take a little bit more of a realistic approach to the complexities that we come with as people individually to relationships. So when you put 2 people together in that space, trying to figure it out, what does that actually look like? So it's entertaining, it's compelling. There are some funny moments as there are serious, but overall, I think it's just escapism for me. It's just enjoy it, be entertained by it, and don't even take anything away from it. Just enjoy it.
Just enjoy it.
Just escape
the moment.
Just escape. Yeah.
I like that. But also, I enjoy shared with others. So we need to know, when is it come out? Is it out already?
Yes.
Can we enjoy it on eVOD already?
Yes, it's definitely out today. So download the app. You can download for free, and you can watch all the content for free. It's 26 episodes. So today is the first ep. So throughout the series, we'll be uploading an episode a week.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I can't wait. Well, thank you so much for joining us. For wishing
Thank
you
for
all the
having
best,
me.
and absolutely one that you can't miss. Splintered Pieces, creator and head writer Tshego joining us this morning. You have to watch. You have to watch. I mean, either you're in your 20s, either you've gone through it in your young adult life. Someone somewhere out there will have something to take from, of course, this series and relate to it. So make sure you download your eVOD app and you get to enjoying Splintered Pieces.